Boop, boop, and we're live. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV and Sorin's Journey. It never occurred to me before that the books on the shelves has the Waking Sands and it's Waking Sands and Rising Stones. It's got like the Scion home bass music. I've done a little bit of stuff off stream, just in case you're wondering. Which is mostly doing some of the blue quests for the Aether Currents. So Sorin can now fly in Lakeland. He's got all the quests he can do in Calusia done for flying. And all the ones so far in Il Mheg, just so when it comes time for it, I don't have to spend too much time. I don't think I've done anything else worth mentioning. Well, once I got the ability to fly in Lakeland, I went around and mapped it all out. Get that mapping experience. Not as Dancer, because Dancer's already our highest level. Oh, no, that was our level. Oh. But last we'd left off, a few things happened. First being Eulmore hasn't taken too kindly to... Oh, hold up. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain... Okay. That's a little bit new. Viewers will experience buffering, that's fair. And for once, Twitch is giving me excellent. Quality doesn't seem to be any less normal. I'm not accidentally downloading anything, am I? I don't think so. Steam, you're not... Okay. Everything seems to be fine. I'll just hope that that resolves itself. Yeah, main thing that happened was Eulmore did not take kindly to Sorin and the others killing the Lightwarden in Lakeland. So launched an emissary to not quite declare war, but threaten it. Retribution, Ranjit called it. But their true purpose in Lakeland for that moment was to kidnap Minfilia. Who isn't our Minfilia, but is a friend of Thancred's. But now that we've successfully escaped to Il Mheg, met up with Thancred and Urianger again, our current task is to deal with the Lightwarden here. So, and it looks like Urianger has a plan on how we get to the Lightwarden. My friend, ere I speak of the task at hand, there is a question I would pose to thee. What thinkest thou of mine appearance? It's certainly different. Is that an what are they called here? I can't remember the astrologian thing. Sorin would know this. Sorin does astrology. Astronometer? Meter? Is that what they're called? Is that an astronometer on your back? Indeed. Though the night be lost behind a shroud of blinding light, doubt not but the stars shine still. I have chosen to avail myself of their guidance, that I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretcheth before us. For a blessing, my prior studies of astrology did provide me with adequate grounding in the art. But enough of myself. Let us now speak of our task. As I did mention, if we are to enter how is it pronounced again? I can't remember. If we are to enter we must needs gain the Pixies' cooperation. This is a simple matter of presenting unto them a suitable gift. I shall procure a selection of viands that shall please their palates. Thancred, pray assist me in this endeavour. Meanwhile, Sorin, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts there abideth a vile king known for its beauteous wings, the hawker. I shall lend thee a receptacle within which thou mayest capture a weakened specimen. Right, I should be able to manage that. Hawker. I think I've seen those about. These ones, right? Okay. Let's see if we can't do this. Just weaken it first. And then capture. There we go. Easy enough done. Is that error message going to just persist? Hold on, give me a moment to. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain stream status for serious issues that need attention. Okay. What issues? I've not. How? Okay, now why is it swapped all of a sudden? Twitch is the one that's fine, and YouTube is the one having issues. I really don't know what to do about that, because I've not changed anything. Well, I guess I'll just have to press on. Urianger, thou art returned. Wert thou able to capture a hawker? I believe so. One of these, right? Ah, a truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make fast their vibrant colours. Thancred too should return anon, upon which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease meanwhile. Right. Suppose I can take a break?
"'Tis done. The pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts. Ah, lest I forget.
Everything okay? That's white orosite.
White orosite, newly forged for thy use. Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths with those who crave the contrary. Our eternal enemies.
You think we'll run into the Ascians
Thus
here?
did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascians' essence.
That's why you stayed here?
May I come in now?
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
That's right. Thancred had her imbuing something, right?
That's my girl, thank you.
What's that about?
I should probably explain. Though my body remained behind in the source, its limitations saw fit to accompany me. Which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether.
Oh,
I took
that's
up the
right.
gunblade for its defensive advantages, but on account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
Right.
Minfilia, once we set forth, we are not like to return for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
I don't know much about
Really?
gunblades.
May I?
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire.
Free books.
Hast thou spoken to him of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
Wait. The Minfilia of Eld? You don't mean...
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any. As you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Eulmore some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Il Mheg, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
'Twas there that she awakened. The Minfilia of old. My Minfilia.
And... give me a moment. I guess I'm seeing this for myself.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope. In my name, each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
That's...
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot! There must be something we can do. Tell me!
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
It is not their decision to make. It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's. You have ever watched over me, Thancred.
That's...
Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her.
Well,
Stand by her
hello,
as you
Gregorius
stood
again.
by me.
Welcome to the stream. You certainly chose a moment to join.
There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
What happened?
So... our Minfilia is still in there?
And then she
Thancred.
was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it. I have told her many things. Where we came from, what we fight for. But of that day, I have not spoken.
That's... I don't know what to say. I know those two are close, but...
With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
Thancred? Best leave this for now.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
Still seems
That
like
is
quite a
well.
book.
Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Lightwarden.
Of everyone I came in search for, I didn't expect to find Minfilia here as well. Just teleport to Italan, don't I? Ooh. Need to be careful I don't nudge the mic. Alphinaud, Alisaie? How did you get on? Thank the gods you arrived when you did. Any later, I don't think I would have been able to live it down. Alphinaud? Everything okay? You couldn't have returned at a better time. The Pixies had just decided it would be amusing to have Alisaie and I exchange outfits. I suppose that's... something. Everything okay, Urianger? As much as I should like to savor the reunion with Master Alphinaud and Mistress Alisaie, it must wait. I have taken the liberty of presenting our gifts unto the Pixies. Let us see how well they are received. Sorin? Oh, we weren't expecting you all back so soon. We'd scarcely begun playing with the twins. I said, your gifts are truly wonderful. Let me tell you, milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day, and the wings are the loveliest we've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness, and it's Fae custom to return the gesture. If you desire anything of us, you need but name it. Just take the money. Well... Urianger, you know better what we're actually looking for than I do. So, what is it that you desire? Rusty old coins like you mortals are wont to collect, perhaps? We are resolved to vanquish the Lightwarden of this land. To that end, we desire entry to Ligia. What a strange thing to wish for. Might as well ask if you're deaf. But if that's what you want, who are we to argue? Very well, I shall speak with the others. Oh, that went well. You've clearly been busy, Urianger. Be so kind as to tell us what we've missed. Excuse me? Huh. So that was the purpose of the gifts. Is there anything else you can tell us about this Lightwarden? Aye, my lady. By circumstances most tragic, the Lightwarden of this land. is our king and ruler, Titania. Your king? It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Lightwarden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. But all the horrible light that came out went and corrupted them, turning them into a new Lightwarden. Now they're king only in name. What remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be? We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic for breaking the seal we divided into 4 and wove each into a different relic. We kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years and years, but we've decided to entrust it to you. Thank you. Are you sure? Of course. Custom demands it. No, you're most certainly going to your deaths. We thought we should at least let you try. That way, we get to watch what happens. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. The shell crown is with the Fath, the stone scepter is with the Eulmore, and the crystal shoes are with the Amaro. Good luck finding them all. The Amaro? Like the lizard birds? The facts thus disclosed confirm my own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us hie to the lake, there to claim the shell crown from the Fath. If we call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. Right, the Fath. I've met a couple of them before. They didn't seem the friendliest bunch. Guess there's no harm in trying. Or rather, we know there's harm in not trying. It's the only way to get to the Lightwarden. The untouchable gate. Maybe Urianger seemed to know his way around negotiating with the Pixies, so I wonder if maybe he knows about communicating with the Fath as well. I'm guessing this is the place? Through the gate doth lieth the domain of the Fath. Right. Do we just go through, or... What's the plan? Hearken to me, O spirits of the water. We are come with an entreaty. Not in a talkative mood, apparently. I'm not exactly sure how the gate works. But if the Fath are water spirits, perhaps we should take our search into the lake. That's... I suppose a brief dip wouldn't hurt. Excuse me? We all know Thancred swims like an eel, but what about you, Minfilia? I can swim well enough. Thancred taught me. Excellent. What about you, Urianger? I'm not sure I've ever asked. Urianger? Rather than swim, mayhap it would be more expeditious to walk upon the surface by means of magic. But... You too, Urianger? That you should be a kindred spirit. Worry not, my friend. I know some helpful tricks. I should be more than happy to share them with you. Together we shall conquer the waves. Well, aren't we a lively lot? And you have an entreaty for us, you say? An entreaty from mortals? What a treat! Is that... Hi, my comrades and I are on a quest to vanquish the Lightwarden. To that end, we would humbly beg the loan of the Shell Crown, which we are given to understand is in the safekeeping of your people. Oh, is that all? Of course, you may have it. You shall have it. Just like that. What do you want from us? Oh, no need to be so suspicious. The crown simply doesn't mean much to us is all. As a matter of fact, nothing means much to us. Brief waff, it's over before it's begun. We couldn't care less what becomes of the Fairy King. Or the world, for that matter. Having said that, we do so seldom have mortal visitors, it would seem a shame not to make the most of you. Touch the untouchable gate and come hither to our domain, Il Mheg. In your tongue it means Forbidden Realm. It sounds forbidding, yes? And so it should, for we are one with the water, our home wrought of ripples and waves and currents. Find your way through, give us thrilling sport, and we will give you the crown. Right. At least it's a straightforward request. Who best to bring? Thancred has to come along. You regularly play? Yeah, fine. I do play it a fair bit. I'm just kind of. This isn't my first playthrough of it. It's just I'm doing it on stream and trying to do it a bit in character, just as something fun. Because it is quite possibly my favorite game. I do love the story in it. Oh, but no, I tend to, at the minute, it seems to be about 3 days a week. I stream Final Fantasy XIV. And then I'm also streaming at the minute Dishonored and Final Fantasy II. Well, if I'm bringing Thancred, I should bring Minfilia, and don't want to bring Alphinaud without bringing Alisaie.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
Right. Here we go. So, this is Il Mheg. This is under the water? Maybe? I wasn't expecting wherever we are to be like this. Everyone ready? There's a waff. Some. Oh. That looks like he's powering up the others. I think best to focus on him first. First game so far, I am loving the game. Well, I'm being very happy now. I had to take a bit of a hiatus from it. Simply because I was having some money was a bit tight for a while, so I had to stop my subscription. But I am glad now I can finally get back in to start Shadowbringers. Because I love, there's not a part, I can't think of any parts of the game I don't like. But once you get to Shadowbringers and Endwalker, it just gets even better. Okay. Spin. And step. See what? Forgot about the dialogue in the dungeon. Okay. All right. There's the gate open. Yes, we're going this way. That's okay. Oh my, did you see the flowers? Stay focused, Minfilia. Yeah, I can't blame her for getting distracted. When compared to Il Mheg above, it's a very different place.
Be gone!
Okay. There we go. It's never far off. There'll be no wilted flowers on my watch. Okay. Get all this dealt with.
I'll show you. I'll show you.
Deal with all these. Okay, one left. All right. Where to now? Another foire. Ah, our guests have arrived. But the chieftain should personally stand in our way. If it stands in our way, it falls like the rest. All right. Let's begin. Good old insatiable.
I'll show you.
Oh. Wait, get my focus target. Until we walk, gets lost in the flood. Oh, Insatiable has got to be probably my favorite expansion boss theme. Until we walk, gets lost in the flood. Old angels bathing their wages of blood. Oh, careful. All together. Except Urianger, Thancred even. Just decides not to help out.
I'll show you.
Look, have. Oh, thank you for coming by, Grace. Watch out for that. I remember the first time I did this dungeon, I struggled so much with dodging Landsblood. I do not know why it just caused me so much trouble. I just couldn't... I just didn't read it properly. Okay. Nearly there. I think. Thancred's doing okay. It's the... Oh. It's the fourth way to give guests a smashing welcome. Rather you didn't smash us, but... Oh yes, we'll smash you to bits and pieces. Oh, come on. There we go. Bravo, bravo, very impressive. You keep up that fine form the rest of the way. The rest of the way? I suppose we're not done, but where do we go from here? I don't see a... Oh. That's... We did it! We won! No, it was just toying with us. The landscape is changing. It seems they haven't had quite enough games. Seems like it. We made it this far, we can keep going on. Step. We deal with the Eshivor. And then the Ent, or...
You underestimate me.
Are they still treants? Okay. Trying to press on. Oh dear, I seem to have dropped a wasp nest. Oh, very clumsy of me. Right, wasps. I'm sure this is a moment that would have gone down well with Seri. Okay. There's a lot of them. Thancred, doing okay? Bring out the swarm. There we go. That's the way forward. Ah, yes, the good old stuff them with wasps trick. You've seen this before, Thancred? Oh, my apologies, but accidents do happen.
Prepare yourself!
No. Okay, deal with this swarm just like we did last. Well, not really a swarm, these just look like mushrooms, I guess. Spin them out.
All that I have and more I bring to bear!
Okay, just a fungus. Deal with that. Here we go. A bit further on. There he is again.
Prepare yourself!
Come and play in my beautiful garden. No water into trees for you. Oh. Careful. Dance again. Okay, just a ruin. All right. Path's clear. How far do they intend for us to go? What's that? Let's cut this overgrown scrub down to size. Right. Oh, careful. What's this? It's a feeding? Oh, careful. This is... Can't move.
Keep your guard up!
Hurry up. Okay, we're all free. Good. Get in there.
I shall protect thee.
Never dance. Ow. This again. No feeding for you. Oh, there we go. This again. All free. Come on. Did it okay? This beast falleth short of the legend. There's a legend about that one? Huh. I can walk underwater. Palace of water? It's like something out of a fairy tale. Except we're the ones in the tale. Stay on your guard. Right. Certainly pretty. Welcome! Welcome to our humble palace! This way, the crown's that way! Is that it? They're letting it... We've finished their trial? Oh. The crown! We found it! Oh, stop! I smell a trap! Sorry, Thancred. A little too late. Aw, it's a fake. You'll just have to keep going. Of course it couldn't be that easy. You're going to let us have it, right? This isn't like the Pixies again, where it's going to end up being an endless trial. Okay. That's the Guardian. Guess nothing for it but to press on.
Prepare yourself.
Bravo! Bravo! They're certainly getting a kick out of this. Hopefully they'll get a kick enough out of it that they'll feel it's worth rewarding us. Okay. Just one more. There we go. It's never Kelpie. Whatever. That is up ahead. Ready?
Prepare yourself.
Okay. Oh, careful. The side one's down first so we can focus on the big one. Nearly there. Right. More of them. Okay. More! We want to see more! How much more? I don't have time to just endlessly entertain them. It's a dwarf down, just a naiad.
Now I've got you.
Here we go. Is that the real one? That's... Is that his true form, or... Yes, it's a fight either way. This time we'll really have the crown. Focus on the fight, Minfilia, not the prize. Right. Let's go. Time for a musical interlude. Ow. That's...
I shall protect thee.
Careful.
I'll show you.
This one looks like a tricky one. Oh, sweet melody. Take phantasmic form. That's... What's this? Thancred? What a... Oh, okay, sorry. I don't think I remembered any of this, and Thancred just jumps over Urianger, uses a teleport, and Minfilia is absolutely terrified. Sorry. I've never seen this part of it before. I think I took Alisaie and Alphinaud before. Minfilia? You okay? Just Alf. Okay. Okay. For you, I will play a song of terror. That's... Wait. That's the demon I saw in the Void Arc. Still do this. Careful. Just remember my steps. Give me a crescendo! Give me a fortissimo! Sorry to say, I'm a dancer, not a musician. Right. Nope. Avoid that. And that. Hans. Let's go. Try this one. Nearly there. Just one more. We did it, right? Where did he go? They're letting us through now, right? Oh, fourfold favors expanded. Oh, the spirit gauge. Very nice. Well, got our prize. Now what? Just head back out the way we came?
Wilford!
That's... We had this much of an audience? They sound happy enough.
Oh, you do not hold back.
That's... you.
But I would have it no other way. Seldom have I enjoyed such sport.
We have satisfied thy demands. Wilt thou now satisfy ours?
Of course! Of course! There it is, the relic you seek. Yours for the taking. Have care you do not break it, though, yes?
There we go. So that's 2 down and 2 more to go. Yeah, Denumo and Amaro.
Ah, but you, my friend, you are mighty indeed.
Me?
And pleasing to the eye, besides.
Thank you?
More? I want to see more of him.
I'm sorry, we're a little busy.
Yes, I could watch him forever.
Why don't we just make him one of us?
I'd rather.
One of us!
Guys, I think we might have a problem.
What a fine idea! Why ever didn't I think of that? You may have the crown, but in exchange, we will have you!
Guys? I think we should run. Wait, that's...
Wake up! Wake up, damn you!
Where... What happened? I'm... underwater? Ardbert.
Ah, you're alive. Thank the gods. I don't know where you learned to breathe underwater, but it's lucky you can.
It's a long story. Yeah, where would I be without the Koshin's blessing? Where are we in general now?
I'm sure you had your reasons, but the first rule of dealing with the Froth is do not deal with the Froth.
You could have maybe given us that hint.
They are born from the souls of the drowned. Were it not for your little trick, you'd have joined them.
Right. What about the others?
Your friends are safely back on dry land, in case you were wondering. They'll be searching for you, I expect.
So they did let the others go. That works out then. Where are we?
That's the royal capital of the Kingdom of Verbert down there. It's seen better days.
It's all
They were
underwater?
a stubborn lot, the Verbertites. Set in their ways. But once you got to know them, you couldn't find a more welcoming people. It always froze over in winter, being up in the mountains. So we'd pull up our chairs round the fire and trade tales over steaming bowls of lamb stew, while the street lamps burned hot and bright outside.
Wait, was this where you?
All dead and buried now. Them and anyone else who might remember. Everything we did. Everything we gave. What was it for? I wonder. I hope you'll have a better answer than this when all's said and done.
I don't know what my character's thinking right now. My brain is not making those connections. Oh. Right. This is just the lake outside Lakeland. Wait, is that Urianger? Alisaie. Oh, just 'cause I can breathe underwater does not make it comfortable. Everyone okay? I'm going back in. Nay, my lady. Exhausted as thou art, thou wouldst only endanger thyself. I prithee, rest a moment. There was nothing where we looked. Sorin! Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. I just got swept away a bit, I guess. Excuse me? Dear gods, we're not for Sorbon's blessing, but I need not labor the point. I'm glad to see you safe and well, my friend. Have you any idea how worried we were? Wash up on the shore only to find you weren't with us? Oh, but I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. Fwaf kept their part of the bargain, at least. Right. Well, there were certain twists and turns. Our work here is done. With everyone none the worse for wetness. Right. Oh, thank goodness you're still here. Sylvain, is anything amiss? A great big mob of mortals is marching to Il Mheg. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. They wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they? Rather the reverse, I fear. Eulmore an army, I guess. Meaning, we can play with them? As much as you like, but just to be sure, I will return with you to confirm their identities. If they are who we suspect, we will require your aid. Oh, if Alphinaud is coming, then Alisaie will be too, yes? Oh, can't have one without the other, you know. Alright. Just remember, we're not your playmates this time. I'm afraid we must leave the rest of the relic hunt in your hands. Right. I suppose... yeah. In the end, it'll come down to me anyway. You guys don't have the echo. Right. I'll leave that to you then. Perhaps, but I would feel better if we were there to assist you. Back to cheering you on from afar. See you afterwards, my friend. Alright, so where are we off to? With our enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. We must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Of the two remaining bearers of the relics, the new Mo are the nearer. We shall seek them out next. Oh. Excuse me? Among the Fae folk, they bear the distinction of having abided in these lands since before the flood. They are also the friendliest men and have served me faithfully whensoever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are the source of much of the knowledge I have acquired in my time here. The path leadeth past my dwellings. Let us away. Right. I'd rather not leave Alisaie and Alphinaud dealing with Eulmore for too long by themselves. Past his dwelling. So... I suppose if I look for them there, I'll maybe... they can point me in the right direction. up around the castle, or... over past the cliffs? There... oh yeah, the Numo do have a right in their village. There's Urianger. Thancred and Minfilia, head on. Past yonder cliff lieth Pliany, home of the Numo. The others have gone ahead to scout the way. Come, let us follow. Right. No additional recommended gear for me. Okay. More plant creatures, but otherwise it seems to be a clear path. Urianger? Everything alright? If the path striketh thee as precipitous, 'tis because it was once a mountain trail. For where the lake now lieth, there was a valley, in whose midst thrived the city of how is it pronounced again? Vobert. It was only when the Fwaf came in the wake of the flood that the settlement was drowned. We stand now upon its former outskirts, grazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. Though one cannot help but feel a pang of loss when faced with such a spectacle, one can scarcely blame the Faefolk for so altering the land. The blame for that lieth rightly with the Light, a force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees, an entire world. That it should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is the greater regret. Yet, in spite of all the tragedy which surroundeth me, full glad am I for the chance to be here. You're glad to be here? 'Twas these hands which brought together the warriors of darkness in Minfilia, lest thou forget. Therefore, even were there no 8th umbral calamity to forestall, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. Urianger, only right, I say. Though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world than I can choose to stop breathing. And thus do I labor. For those we have lost. For those we can yet save. The coming struggle promiseth to test us to our limits. But so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we shall prevail. Aha! Mortals! Just as we thought! Oh, those are... hello. Hast thou business with us? Business? Nothing so boring. We smelled you coming, and thought we'd come to play. They do not appear to be pixies of Litalaran. Mine apologies, but we are in some haste. Mayhap another day. Ooh, in some haste are you? Then allow me to hasten you on your way. Wait, that's... Urianger? Where... Wait, we're back... Teleportation magic. For mercy, we were not sent far from our course. Yeah. Do you think they'll let us through again? Should the pixies find us again, however, they will most assuredly repeat the trick. We have not the time to waste. Let us avail ourselves of an enchantment I have learned. Fey Cloak 'tis called. A most ingenious magic which rendereth one invisible to Fey folk, albeit briefly. Right. really don't have time for this. But I don't think we have a choice. I shall cast the enchantment upon thee. Under its aegis, thou art to make thy way past the pixies and rejoin our comrades. Know, however, that the enchantment shall suffice to veil thee and thee alone. Be not tempted to employ a mount, as it will only serve to give thy presence away. Right. Okay. No relying on Aquila, I just need to get past them. Huh, it actually seems to work. Not that I doubt Urianger, but didn't think it would be that didn't think it would be this effective. It's like there's plenty of them about. Sorry, don't have time to fight with you. Might alert the pixies to my presence. Okay, made it. Aquila? I think we're safe from here on. So, I was to... Oh. There's Thancred and Minfilia. I'll have to let them know Urianger might not be joining us. At least not immediately. I assumed you were right behind us. What took you so long? A little... pixie problem. I see. Yes, I'd say that's a valid excuse for lateness. You're hereby forgiven. In other good news, the New Mo village lies just through here. We'll enter as soon as Urianger deigns to join us. So, this is the New Mo village. I don't see anyone about. Wait. Is that? Hello? Mortals! Mortals are here! Lots of them! Wait. I didn't scare them, did I? I thought you said the New Mo were men's best friends. Poor thing was beside itself with fear. It was beside itself, perhaps, but not with fear. This is unacceptable! Unacceptable, I tell you! To have so many mortals appear at once! Hello again? It's more excitement than we can bear! Excitement? Greetings, Elder Weedang, Tierney. It hath been a while. Pray forgive my brevity, but time is against us. We are come to borrow the stone scepter of the New Mo. The stone scepter? Didn't you mean to lift the seal over Ligia? This is unacceptable! Unacceptable, I tell you! If the king is set free, none here will be safe. Unlike our Fae cousins, we New Mo have called this land our home since time immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Thus did full many of us lay down our lives to seal our way our king when they were corrupted by light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. That's... We don't plan to let the king out. I promise I won't let any harm come to you. Easily said for one who hasn't experienced the king's wrath. Honored Elder, pray believe me when I say that this man is possessed not only of the strength required to vanquish the king, but of something still more valuable. A means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, he hath already laid low the Lightwarden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. He is yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, but he harboureth the self-same desire to see the Sin-Eaters eliminated as we do. Wilt thou not lend us thy hand, that we might see thy beloved home restored to its former glory? Excuse me? You have always done right by us, Urianger. If you have placed your faith in this man, then so shall we. As you say, we want nothing more than to be rid of the Sin Eaters. Be that as it may, this is not a decision to be made lightly. We require time to deliberate. A turn of the moon, perhaps. But that's... We don't have time to... We don't have a turn of the moon. Unless we want to debate this with the Eulmore army. Elder, given all this is at stake, I cannot well expect thee simply to roll over and acquiesce to our request. But even now a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations, that thou mightest fetch us the sceptre while there is yet time to use it. Roll over? Fetch? You know full well that naught gives us greater pleasure than to render aid to men. You know full well, yet you speak the words of power regardless. It's unfair. Unfair, I tell you. Urianger, you... In happier times it was our honor to assist mortals in need, and receive rewards befitting our deeds. Since the kingdom of Vobert fell, however, we've been starved of man's patronage. After so many years of deprivation, it is difficult to ignore such an earnest entreaty. Very well, Urianger. I promise to give you as swift an answer as I may. In return, I ask that you and yours remain here a while, and bestow upon us your patronage. Is this agreement agreeable? Alright. We can help out for a bit, I guess. How can I help? You will offer your patronage to our people too, yes? Let's see. Perhaps you can begin with Marnos. They are one of our foremost artisans, once held in the highest esteem by the Knights of Vobert. The Knight's gone, however. Marnos has no opportunity to put their skills to use. They would be overjoyed for your patronage. Right. Like a smith, or... I suppose it'd be no harm in me buying some gear, or maybe he could repair what I have. It is getting a little worn down. Hello. 1,182, 1,183, 1,184. Wait, did I already count that leaf? Is everything okay? What? Where? Wait, you're a mortal? Huzzah, huzzah! Well met, yes, very well met indeed. Have you old and tired arms and armor that are threatening to fall apart at critical junctures in battle? If you answered yes, you've come to the right Numo. I will restore your equipment to pristine condition for payment of a pair of moss fungus legs. Moss fungi roam just outside the cave. Please, please, please give me their legs and your patronage to me. Right. I'll go and fetch that then. I guess guild doesn't quite work here. Fair enough. I can trade fungus legs for repairs. It's not too damaged, but might as well get it repaired while I've got a chance. Don't know when I next will, after all. Okay. There they are. Get... Is it just a couple, right? Let's try this. Let's unlock that and put Saber Dance there. I have a new skill now. Right. There we go. Now I just need to return this. So, they just kind of have an obsession with trade? Or more like favors? But I mean, I'm not entirely sure I understand. Hello. I think I've got your fungi legs here for you. Ah, you're returned. With the moss fungus legs, I hope. They are my tool. They are tools of my trade, lest you wonder. I used to polish metal and leather like to a lustrous sheen. Now that I have work again, I must replenish my stores. Oh. Well, I've no use for them myself, so... Here, you can have both of them. Huzzah! 2 moss fungus legs as befits the work. Have neither more nor less expected of us than what we can provide. There is no greater joy. You see, for there to be honor in a task, we must receive precisely what it is worth. Too little means you belittle our ability. Too much means you question our integrity. You've given me fitting payment, so my services are at your disposal. I shall begin by inspecting your equipment. Oh. Right. Go ahead. Oh, wait, am I asking some... I see. No, I must ask for a small fee for the materials. I'm pleased to say that all your arms and armor may be restored. If you mean to change them in the near future, however, there's no need to hurry. My first repair is complimentary. Here's the coin with which you may pay me with when you desire to have work done. Many thanks for your patronage. Just trust. Oh, and if you mean to offer your patronage to another, may I suggest you go yonder. Right. Judging from your equipment, 'tis plain you're no stranger to battle. I believe Yisguf will have something to offer you. Right, well. Thanks for the repairs. All in pristine condition again. Hello there. To have so many men visit us at once. This is a joyous day indeed. If it please you, please give me your patronage. As my patron, I ask that you remove the noxious mushrooms that grow in our cave. Flame spores, they're called. We would tend to them with magics, except they leave behind a harmful ash. We've no choice but to pluck them one at a time. Now, you'll be curious as to what I have to offer. I am a purveyor of wares that will aid you in your travels. In exchange for your fitting payment, I will give you my choicest items. Right. I can manage that. Here we go. Just clean up around the place. A bit further up. There we go. Right outside the door. That's probably not a good place for them. Oh. And where else might they be? Oh, that looks like another patch. I wonder if that's enough. Is there a... Oh, to the south. Okay, yeah, there is a... I'll grab... Maybe get that Aether current while I see it. Oh, there's a summoning stone as well. Oh, right. Here we go. Let's tune into that. Hello there. I've got those spores cleaned up. Oh, you've already removed the flame spores. How very quick you are. Oh, but did you perchance search by the western entrance as well? I'm told that more have cropped up in that area. Oh, right, I can go and check that way. I suppose I did only really check it around the east, didn't I? Oh, that looks like them. Let's get rid of these ones too. Might be in Minfilia? Is everything okay? I wasn't spying on you or anything. I just finished my task and I should go and report back. Okay. I didn't think she'd be spying on me, but now she's brought it up. Is that her? If she wants to work together, she could just ask. I wonder if that's what she'd said about why she left Thancred and Lakeland. Ah, you're returned. Have you dealt with the flame spores by the western entrance as well? Yep, all cleared up. Excellent. No more poisonous spores irritating our noses. For a little while, at least. Oh dear, I believe I'm getting sentimental. Excuse me? Having a patron again? It reminds me of the old days. There every day I would carry my wares to the castle to offer in exchange for men's patronage. Back then, the castle wasn't called Il Mheg. The Vopertites built it, and they named it Licht. It was their last bastion in the struggle against sin eaters. And now they're gone. All of them. Nobles and knights and common folk alike. But enough reminiscing. I must give you what you've earned. And if you desire anything else I possess, I'd be glad to offer them for you. Offer them to you. For a fitting price, of course. Thank you. Now, will you be offering your patronage to anyone else? If so, would you consider Widlad? I could do so. They've been under the weather of late, and a chance to perform an honourable task would cheer them up. Right. Hello there. Oh, A-Fright tickets. What? You would be my patron? I would. But I can't do anything for you. The lawless ones took my invisible ink, and without it I can't make my arcane wares. The lawless ones? Who are the lawless ones? They're new Moe like us, except they've turned their backs on our values. Curs without honour they are. They refuse to work, instead spending all their time cavorting and making a nuisance of themselves. It was when I was outside for a walk that they set upon me and robbed me of my possessions, the ink included. I was too weak to resist them, but you, mortal, you look quite strong. Do you think you could take my ink back from those villains? If you do this, I will consider it your patronage, and by way of my service I will make you something very special. Oh. Minfilia? Excuse me, Sorin, but I couldn't help overhearing. If you mean to undertake this task, will you let me accompany you? I would learn from you and help in what little way I can. Oh, of course. The more the merrier. Thank you so much. The lawless ones make their lair to the south, inside a cave called Father Collard's Chambers. They took many vials of ink, and I would be grateful if you could bring as many back as possible. Right. Well, that's our task. Get back invisible ink from these lawless ones. So let's be about it. Sounded like a little tunnel or something up there. Or is it like on the cliff outside? Cave to the south. I think I see a cave over there. I wonder if that's the one. It's the rank B hunt mark. Okay, I'm not seeing any other cave, so I'm assuming that's the location. Just watch out for wildlife. Would rather avoid fights if I can get it. Minfilia's here. Nope. Am I getting in a fight? Do I have to get in a fight? Looks like it. Kind of wanted to save the experience from hunting for classes that aren't dancer. Okay. Minfilia? Ready to have a look at what we've got inside here? Father College's chambers is through here. I peered inside and sure enough it was milling with new mow. They look none too friendly. If Thancred were here, he'd tell me to go about it quietly and quickly. Let us split up. Right. Yes, watch yourself in there, okay? I'll find all the ink I can and then come back outside. See you shortly, Sorin. Right. I thought part of the purpose of her wanting to come along was to do this together, but... Sorry, I'm not here to fight you. There's a lot of them. Right. Looking for pots of ink. Wonder... This doesn't look invisible, but maybe this is what I'm looking for? Seems to be plenty of... quite a bit of it around, so let's gather this together. I can't see Minfilia about anywhere. Hopefully if I can't spot her, then the new Mo can't spot her either. Okay. This feels like a fair amount, so let's head back outside. Huh, she's not here. Minfilia? Where could she have gotten to? Didn't see any sign of her in the cave. I assumed she... There she is. Minfilia? Everything okay?
Oh, thank goodness. There you are. Those Numo were rather frightening. I'm glad you're safe.
Glad to see you're okay as well.
I haven't seen much actual combat, so I was a little nervous. But I'm happy I could help.
Oh, I see Thancred's been teaching you well anyway. Never saw a sight of you in there.
The Minfilias before me battled Sin Eaters as part of the Eulmorean army. But that had all changed by the time I was found. They held me captive, so that I wouldn't follow in the others' footsteps. I'd still be in my cell now had Thancred not spirited me away. When he found me, I knew nothing of the world. I didn't know how to live, let alone fight.
Sorry, my ears just popped
Thancred
there.
once told me that if the efforts to summon you failed, it would fall to me to face the Lightwardens.
That's...
I realized then that it was the only reason he kept me close. As a contingency. The truth is, he can't stand to be around me.
Minfilia.
Because I'm not her. I'm not his Minfilia.
You know about?
Once, we journeyed to Nabatha together. To the place where the Oracle appeared and stayed the flood.
She did remember.
As we drew near, I felt as though I was fading away. I shut my eyes and covered my ears, and then... I'm not sure what happened after that. I have a vague feeling that I said something to him. Only it wasn't me at all. It was her. Afterwards, Thancred didn't say a word. Only kept to himself and brooded. There's nothing I can do for him. Nothing I can offer but my presence. Though it only reminds him of his loss. She should be the one to live on. That's why I tried to find you. Because I knew that was what she wanted.
Minfilia.
Now that you're here, I'm not entirely sure what it was she intended me to do. Was I meant to tell you something or bring you to someone or somewhere? I can feel the answer at the edge of my mind, just out of reach.
What?
What is that?
This isn't the echo, it's... What is...
Why? Why did you imprison us? Such boredom, such tedium have we suffered. It is unfair. Unfair.
That's...
Come and play with us.
That was...
It came from
Minfilia?
the castle.
Then... You think that was... the king?
This is everything I have. Please see it delivered to the Numo.
Minfilia?
I'll bear word to Thancred and the others.
Right. So we don't have time to waste. The Pneumo aren't even the last stop on this journey. Good lad. Mercy, your majesty. We have no choice. Please forgive us. Are you okay? Oh, it's you. My ink. Were you able to retrieve it? Is this the right stuff? Yes, this is the ink. And almost all of it, too. When our king spoke to me, my day went from bad to worse, but thanks to you, it's simply bad again. What? You had the vision, too? Oh, woe is us. Ordinarily, when a living being turns into a sin eater, it loses everything about its mind to find it. However, the king has retained some of their instincts. This manifests in the desire to play and be free. So strong is that desire, it often leaks through the seal to invade our consciousness. For a long time we've ignored it, but we can't do so forever. But forgive me, I was going to thank you for reuniting me with my ink. You did exactly as I asked, so I will give you the service I promised. Ahem, nothing up my sleeve, and voila! May it serve you well. Oh, Aphrodite tickets. Thank you. There's nothing like honourable work. Thanks again for giving me the opportunity. Oh, I should mention that Elder Widang returned a moment ago. If you seek them out, I dare say they'll have tidings for you. Right. Hopefully good tidings. I feel a bit bad using that vision, but maybe that'll give them a little push to... that this is urgent. Elder? Ah, there you are. There you are. I'm informed that you've been an excellent patron to our people. For that you have my thanks. Now then, you'll be pleased to hear that we've come to a decision regarding the scepter. If you would gather your companions, I will deliver our answer. Right. Before I begin, please allow me to express my gratitude for your kind patronage. Having been deprived of purpose for so long, our people are overjoyed at being able to serve again. But on to the matter of the stone scepter. During our deliberations, we were forced to concede that we will never have the power to deal with our fallen monarch. We can release Titania neither from the castle nor from torment. In light of this, we have decided to entrust their fate to you. Thank you. I won't let this go to waste. Take it. The stone scepter of the Eulmore. This makes 3 relics. One more and we can arrange a meeting with the warden. Right, just the Amaro, wasn't it? Ere you continue your quest, allow me to enlighten you as regards your foe. Know that Titania is not a name, but a title, bestowed upon one chosen to lead the pixies by the grace of nature. This leader, upon Il Mheg's founding, arose as ruler of all Faefolk to bring order to our righteous kind. In our turn, we Faefolk render our blessing unto nature, under water, wood, and wind, that our king might be further empowered. Though they are become a sin-eater, their powers remain unchanged. When you face them, be prepared to face the full fury of nature. Oh dear, is there anything else that we should know? Anything else? Only that if you feel unready for the challenge, and none here would blame you for it, you are welcome to remain among us for a while longer. After all, I myself have yet to enjoy your patronage. Who knows when I will next have the chance? We would see that you are comfortable, of course, and do all in our power to make you feel at home. Oi! Fool. Honestly, I look away for one moment and every fairy and their uncle tries to steal my sapling from me. This is my sapling. Mine, do you hear? Not yours, and not the Fwaf's. Anyone who so much as thinks about trying to seduce him will wish they hadn't. The final relic is a pair of shoes wrought of crystal. They are held in the Amaro's safekeeping at their settlement, Wallachdorf. It beareth mentioning that these Amaro are unlike those which thou hast heretofore encountered. Owing to a peculiarity of evolution, they are capable of speech, and thus we might negotiate with them as we have the Fae folk. Right. Talking tomorrow. Though it saddens us to see you leave, we wish you well on your way. When you arrive in Wallachdorf, seek out the largest of the Amaro. His name is Seto, and he is their leader and the bearer of the relic. Right, I'll do that. Thanks for all your help. Guess we're setting off then. If the opportunity comes around, I'll make sure to come by again. I think there's one more quest down there for... What am I like for currents in Il Mheg at the moment? 3 quests. One of those will be a story quest. And 2 more... compass directions. Hello, Hunt Mart. This, I imagine, is probably in the village. Aphorite. So I can tune to it. So this is... home of the Amaro. And they can all... these Amaro can all talk? That seems to be fairly large Amaro. Can I imagine this is Seto? Seto? Bert. Did he just say... Oh, forgive me. I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you to our village? We're seeking the relics to enter the castle. Did I hear you aright? You desire the crystal shoes, that you may confront the Lightwarden. That's... No, you mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you are indeed immune to the light's corruption, as you claim, vanquishing the king will bring you naught but sorrow. Forget this folly. Return whence you came. While we appreciate your concern, we have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? Is something wrong? Come, my friends. Let us leave him with his thoughts. Right. Urianger? 'Tis harder by far to change the minds of they who mean well rather than they who mean ill. Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. And little wonder. 'Tis the first time thou hast set foot here. 'Twould behoove you all to learn something of the nature of this community, I think, and there is no surer way than to speak with its members. In such wise you will come to understand Seto's reason for refusing us, and I hope, gain an insight into how he may yet be persuaded. So I bid ye seek out the Amaro, and make yourselves known unto them. A gentle touch shall suffice by way of a greeting. Right. So, off to meet the Eulmore. Hello. How long has it been since last I felt man's touch? I cannot help but be reminded of my master's hand. He was a knight of Vobert, a noble and valiant soul. But like so many others, he died fighting the Sin Eaters. Though he is long departed, I remain in this land out of respect for his memory. That's... So they did live alongside people before. They're so fluffy, it's like touching a cloud. Anyone else I should say hello? Oh. Summoning stone, let's... Oh. Hello. Don't mind me. Oh, the tickles! Enough. I never had a master. I'm not accustomed to it. Not that I dislike your kind, you understand. On the contrary, we Eulmore were bred to be fond of men. In the beginning, we were all of us mindless beasts. But then a mage of Ronka gave us the gift of intelligence that we might better serve our masters. After that empire fell, those with the gift eventually died out. On rare occasions, however, we are born with the seed of our ancestors in us. If we live long enough amongst men, the seed may quicken, restoring the power of speech to us, amongst other things. So it was with me, though I never had a master, as I told you. Right. So it's only those who've spent long enough with men that can learn to speak? Hello? Yeah, what's happening? Why am I being petted? It's wonderful. Seldom do we have the chance to enjoy the attentions of men. Your kind are loath to come here for fear of the Fae folk. But then we are Fae folk too. When first we made our home here, we swore an oath to the Fairy King, you see. It is easy to forget sometimes. They swore an oath? The king. I'm not quite sure I understand, but... Urianger? Thou hast peered into the hearts of the Eulmore, I take it. A little. Then thou canst not choose but see the intense and abiding love they bear for men. Nope. It is out of concern for our welfare, and not scorn that Seto seeketh to dissuade us from confronting their king. Yet confront their king we must, and to that end we must needs have the crystal shoes. Right. Question is, how? But that's going to be all for today, because I have run out of time. That's a nice one. I like that view. But I'm still... Ooh, excuse me. A little tired. It is good to be back in Shadowbringers. I'm still just enjoying it, going back through it. This one felt... That's what we had a dungeon at the beginning, but it feels like a bit of a slower section. So... Well, next... Yeah, this is the last stream of the week, so no stream tomorrow evening. A new schedule will be up on Monday. So that's going to be... I'll be finishing Dishonored. I think I've only got one stream left in my Dishonored playthrough. So it'll be more Final Fantasy XIV. Next stream for Final Fantasy XIV's definitely going to be getting to the Dancing Plague. And then we'll probably begin. We'll probably start into the Raktika Greatwood content. Don't know how far we'll get there, though. Then there'll also be Final Fantasy II. I'll be streaming as well throughout the week. It'll probably be Final Fantasy IV. It'll probably be more Shadowbringers on Monday. Dishonored on Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday will probably either both be Final Fantasy II, or I might, whatever game will be taken over from Dishonored. What actually will be taken over from Dishonored? Kind of need it to be a shorter game. I'm not sure. There might be something on. I don't know if I'll have two Final Fantasy 2 streams in a row on Wednesday and Thursday. But then Friday and Saturday next week are also likely to be Sorin's journey in Final Fantasy XIV. But with all that said, the schedule will be up as usual sometime on Monday. But until then, thank you so much for coming along. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, you can follow me on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube. But regardless of what you do, thank you so much for coming along. I really hope you enjoyed. I just said that. I'm fixing up my outro. Yeah, until the next stream, have a good evening, have a good night, and goodbye.